Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. It is Monday, Martin Luther King Day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. I was finally able to make it home. I flew down Friday to San Francisco with my wife, and she was on call with work, and so we were just kind of hanging out. I was going to come home Saturday, and then Eugene was just getting hammered with really low temperatures, ice, snow, all kinds of stuff. And so I couldn't come home Saturday, couldn't get home Sunday. All the flights to Eugene were getting canceled. And I was finally able to get on a flight today to go to Medford. And so those airports are roughly maybe 3 hours away, not quite, but roughly, right in there. And so my daughter came down and picked me up, and so I kind of came back. I went down there and I was packed for an overnight trip. Had a little bit, one or two extra shirts, but I did not really kind of consider what could have happened with the weather. We didn't really have any warning. So last Monday we had warning that Wednesday evening, heading between Roseburg and Grants Pass or Medford going south, there was going to be a severe weather winter warning. You may not be able to get through the mountain passes, that kind of thing. And so we knew for a few days on the weather app, it was big red warning banner. And so I kind of knew that. I didn't see anything like that as I was checking weather, for Eugene, San Francisco, didn't see anything like that. So I had no idea this was coming. And so I did not plan, to get stuck like this, like I do when I go hiking. When I go hiking, I carry the gear in case I get stuck, that I can try to move from, miserable to uncomfortable. So I'm going to have things that are going to try to help keep me dry, get a fire going, have a little bit of food, different things like that. So in my travels, I did not do this. I went down to San Francisco the weekend before, didn't have any issue, in and out is fine. And typically if there's been weather issues, it's been in San Francisco, maybe Denver if I'm trying to get to Salt Lake. But Eugene has not been the issue. It's usually been San Francisco is my pain point from time to time with fog and that kind of thing. So I kind of got caught unawares on this one. Had I known, I probably would have taken a small suitcase with more clothing, whatever. But I did kind of think about some adjustments that I would make coming back. So one of those is in a plastic bag. I have emergency, and my wife and I were both kind of waking up really kind of dried out, almost like you might get from flying or from allergies, that kind of thing. We were drinking a lot of water, so we started taking these. I only had a few of these in my bag, so now I've got 7 in there. These I put in a pretty good plastic bag just in case this breaks. I don't want this stuff all over the inside of my backpack. I don't want any moisture mixing in there and causing a mess. So I had, I think, 4 of these with me, and I used 3 of them. So right now I've got 7, so I kind of upped those. Fit Crunch is my favorite protein bar, and I was using that to eat after I worked out or whatever in the fitness center at a loft. And so I think I had 4 of these in here. So I'm actually throwing in several more. So I'm going to have about 6 of these going down, because it does a couple of things. Number one, it gives me protein. It's easy to use. I can have it right then. Kind of gets my chocolate fix going. So I upped these that I'm going to carry with me. And then I bought a couple just to have when I just needed something kind of in between a Snickers bar. I try not to eat a lot of candy bars or anything like that, but at least with Snickers, having peanuts and that kind of thing, it is probably one of the better, candy bars that you can use. So a couple of those. And then I reloaded my vitamin tin with peanut M&Ms. These work really well for me. This bottle right here is probably about 2.5 to 3 of the normal M&Ms that you might buy that would be the same price as a Snickers. So I've got them in there, but they travel a lot better in here. They don't get kind of crumpled up and all that, so it keeps them kind of protected, so the wrapper's not kind of wearing out and then tending to open up. But these, I ate a few of these before I went and worked out in the fitness center this morning, and peanut M&Ms just really kind of help me recover, or if I'm, I could eat 4 or 5 of those and, kind of take the edge off if I'm getting hungry. So I refilled those and then redid Altoids, brand new one, and I threw my bike pump, not the bike pump, but the bike tube on here to keep that close. So that's a brand new pack. I was almost out. One of the things that I did not have with me, I had a couple like drink packets, almost like a Crystal Light or a flavor packet, but I'm throwing water drops in there. For me, when I'm trying to drink a lot of water, I have to have some kind of flavor. I just have a hard time just drinking straight water, and I'm trying to drink about a gallon of water a day. Gets a little bit hard when you're kind of traveling and that kind of thing, but I'm still drinking quite a bit, so that helps me if I can drop a little flavor in there and just kind of mix things up. So that's a sealed brand new packet. And then this is 1.62 ounces, so it's under the 3.4 ounces I think that TSA requires. So that's enough to get me definitely through several days of doing that. And then the last thing I did, typically I'm using this water bottle. It's just a Body Armor water bottle, nothing special, but the cap does not leak. So when I throw this in my backpack, put my backpack under my seat, it doesn't leak. But when I went down to the gym the few times over this weekend, I was knocking out about 2 of these. And this is 23.7 ounces. So what I'm going to do is switch over to this one, which is a full liter, which is 10 ounces more. So you can kind of see, the size of the bottle. So I'm going to switch this over. And what I'm going to do is drink this water that's in here tonight, but I'm going to keep this in this backpack empty. So I just have a bottle ready to go. I like that it's got a little bit wider mouth on it. That way I can put ice, from most hotel ice makers, I can typically get ice in there. But then it gives me a good sized water bottle. If I happen to lose this or it gets smashed or whatever, I'm only out a few dollars. I'm not using an expensive Hydro Flask or anything like that, but just the capacity to give me more water. So I drop this in my main pouch of my backpack next to my journal, my bullet journal, and the book that I'm reading. So I love this backpack. It does not have a water pocket or a pouch for a water bottle. So I just stick that right in the side, and it kind of evens out the thickness between my books and the water bottle right there. So more emergency, more protein bars, water drops, a bigger water bottle, and new thing of Altoids. And then what I'm going to do is I put a dedicated travel toothbrush and toothpaste in there. So I actually had left them in from last weekend unintentionally. And so I just put those in. Those are dedicated. I'll just keep them in there. And then the other thing I do too, I've been doing this for quite a while, is I would have kind of a cosmetic kit, a small bag with all my stuff in it. I'm actually just throwing my deodorant right in here Today was pretty good in the San Francisco airport. I have been there several months ago when it was really hot, and I was just kind of sweating. And if I need to, go change my shirt or something, just apply deodorant, I've just got it right in here, and I just keep it there with me. So that's something I started doing quite a while ago, that I just leave that in there. And the thing I'm going to do is just pack clothes in here and have this bag ready to go. When we took off on Friday, I was trying to decide if I was going to go to San Francisco with my wife or not. She really wanted me to go down, and I had some stuff I was doing, trying to get done. And so I tried, pack kind of quickly. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to repack this bottom section with clothes that are just going to stay in there, and that'll be my travel bag. And then the only thing I will do is whatever jeans I am, traveling with, and then I'll have short shirt, underwear, socks in there, and then I'll just be ready to go. And that way I can just throw my journal in, grab this bag, and we're ready to go. And on the moment's notice, I can kind of take off, but I'll be a little more prepared and kind of have it packed for a few days. So that's kind of some of the stuff that, happened as a result of the weather in Eugene. There actually was not even a flight out this morning. They just straight up did not even have one. And then they were going to have potentially a flight tonight, but I just didn't want to get stuck down there another day. So we kind of went the Medford route. So this backpack is my travel bag. This is the one that I take if I'm going to stay several days. I do have a small suitcase that is smaller than the typical carry-on suitcase people have, and I'll just load that up with a little more clothing or layers or that kind of thing, especially this time of year when I'm going to be going to Utah again next week. Things like that. We're a little bit of travel, and we're still in the winter months. So can have that packed and ready to go. And if I know that I'm going to be there longer, just get that little bit of suitcase packed up and ready to go. So I hope all you guys watching, I hope you didn't get stuck like I did. I hope, if you did, you were able to make the best of it. It turned out to be, okay. But I wish I had, kind of done that. One other thing I did not take with me is a pair of sunglasses, because I was going to be in and out 24 hours, and it was supposed to be overcast or rainy. And yesterday I was walking around, and my eyes are pretty sensitive to the light, so I borrowed my wife's sunglasses so I could walk around. So I have a pair of sunglasses I'm going to throw in here, and then this bag will just be ready to go. As always, thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we'll see you out there.